Yo, what's up YouTube? This is my Hawk 250 150 mile review. So far the bike's been treating me well. Most things have gone according to plan. I'm looking forward to doing some mods to it. I mean, other than that, yeah, let's get into talking about how the assembly went. This is the box that it showed up in. It's kind of like a metal crate. The crate looked a little bit damaged, but the bike was 100% fine. When it came to assembly, it took me about 4 or 5 hours to complete. That is, to get it into running condition. I still don't have all the plastics on. The main things that helped me were watching YouTube videos as I was putting together like the brake pedal, the shifter, getting the headlight on, and all that other stuff. For the rear shock, I had my dad hold up the rear of the bike while I put the bolt through and torqued it down. And then for the front tire, I have a quick video for that. So I had no idea, but it's really easy to get the front tire on if you got a buddy. So if you have the kickstand down, you literally just pull back on the bike. And with another person in the front, they just put the tire right on. I never knew it was this easy. Before I rode, I changed out the oil, which I'll show you right here. This is the engine oil I use. It's 15W40. It's wet clutch safe. So far it's been working well. And it also decided to get a hole in the bottom and leak all over my garage. Fun. Besides changing the oil, what I did was I went over most of the bolts on the bike, put some blue Loctite on it. I made sure the chain tightness wasn't too tight, because apparently a lot of the bikes come too tight, but mine was fine. And most importantly, I adjusted the rear, or the shock, which I'll show you on this side. I lowered it all the way because I am 5'6" and barely fit on the bike. I have another video showing that. After I rode for a little bit, I ended up picking up a $50 bike jack or bike stand from Harbor Freight. I'll show you right here. So this is the $50 bike jack that I picked up from Harbor Freight. It's quick, easy. You just step on this while the bike's on it. It'll lift right up, and you lock it in place. With the bike on the stand, I took the rear wheel off. I put some grease on the axle. I took the rear swing arm bolt out. I put some grease on the bushings in there and the bolt. I greased up the rear shock bushings too. I did this because the bike comes like completely dry, so just getting grease on these moving parts helps. Now let's move on to some of the problems I've had. So a couple of the problems I have had with this bike are the routing of the clutch cable. I've rerouted it through here. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's been working for now. It wasn't going through this one before, so up here, this was, when I turned, it would catch against the tank and it cut it pretty good. So I rerouted that. And then the brake light switch right about here, it didn't come with two of these, or I lost one. So then I had to grab one of these, another nut, and I just stripped some of the thread so I could actually fit it. Not the best idea, but it works. Some mods I plan to do in the near future are going to be the digital dash. That'll be real nice to be able to see attack, my actual RPMs, along with some new sprockets, because like everybody says, these are geared really low and it's hard to do any kind of road use. And a Nibby carburetor. I've heard some great reviews about those. Alrighty, thank you guys for watching. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments.